Hello class, welcome to this another discussion video. So our topic for this video is transfer pricing. No, so this is the last topic that we will discuss no under the responsibility accounting. So before we proceed, no before we um discuss no, the details of this, let us first um mention no why is it that there is a need for a transfer price no, to be set by um, a responsibility center. So the common problem na to most companies operating with decentralized segments is that the placing of the fair value of the exchange of goods and services between segments or within the entity. So therefore, parang there is a dilemma, no, or problem kung how much ba should be one unit or one department should charge, no, if that particular department will transfer their products or their outputs no, to another department. So in short, that's a problem of what we call transfer pricing. Because remember, each of the department or unit has their own what do you call this objective. So they want to achieve their objective, and of course, no, in achieving that objective, they should be charging the right price, no, even if that units or outputs of them will only be transferred to um another unit or department within the organization. Now, ano ba itong transfer pricing, no? So, transfer pricing is the value of goods or services transferred by one segment to another segment within the company. So, pila ang presyo nga iyang i-charge no, sa isa ka unit or segment or department. So therefore, a transfer price is an internal price, no? So sila lang within the entity that is charged by one responsibility center to another responsibility center for goods and services. So the transfer price of interdivisional sales will affect the selling division's sales and the buying division's cost, no, but it will not have any direct effect on the company's profit. So again, since the responsibility centers are to be evaluated individually, no, so meron silang kanilang different objectives, no, different parang targets to accomplish. So of course, if selling division yung responsibility center, transfer price would vary parang ano, crucial 'no, kung magkano yung transfer price na ise-set nila. Kasi it would affect their performance 'no, their performance evaluation. Whereas kung sa purchasing naman 'no, um, mag-matter po ang transfer price because it could affect the cost that you will be incurring. So, but the overall 'no, of course 'no, yung overall na company profit, um will not be affected. Kasi what will happen is that if one department benefited, the other department will not benefit from that. No? So parang merong magsasacrifice. Pero yung company as a whole, generally, it will not affect the overall profit of the company. So we have here different transfer pricing methods na mention. So, one is yung minimum transfer price. Second is the market-based transfer price. Third is the cost-based pricing, which could be variable cost na transfer price or full cost na transfer price, or um, we also have mga alternative cost na like full absorption cost based on transfer based na transfer price or yung cost plus na transfer price. Meron din tayong tinatawag na negotiated na transfer price. Okay? So each of them different, no, yung iba't iba yung basis niya sa pag-set ng transfer price. So for example, for the minimum transfer price na method, here the price na is set by transfer pricing formula. So meron tayo ditong formula na binigay, no, for us to be able to identify or compute for the minimum transfer price. All you have to do is you just get the sum, no, of ito differential cost. Generally, no, pag sinasabing differential cost, that is your or that refers to the variable cost class. So the differential cost or variable cost, kasi pag sinabing differential cost, meaning it will differ from one option or one alternative to another alternative. So most probably it is a characteristics or it is a characteristic of a variable cost, no, na change siya, magba-vary siya depending on ano yung option or ano yung activity level na meron ang entity. So yan, aside from the differential cost or the variable cost, you have also to add, no, the contribution margin per unit that is lost, no, to selling division as a result of giving up outside sales. So most probably, kung ano yan, kung internal lang ito na transfer, no, internal lang ito na price, most probably it will be lower compared to what the selling department can get na out of or from the outside niya mga sales. So, if for example, they are operating at full capacity na, meaning there's no room anymore to produce goods, no, para ma-cater yung internal without giving up outside na mga sales. So, kung narata sa below ta sa operating sa tong full capacity, wala tay problema, no? Most probably wala kang opportunity lost na mai-incur if ever you will cater the needs of the another unit, no, within the entity. But for example, if you are already operating at full capacity, so meaning class, if you're going to cater, if you're going to accommodate, no, the demand of the internal segment, meaning yung isang unit na within the organization, so most probably you'll be giving up, no, i-give up mo yung possible contribution margin sana na earn mo from your outside sales. So that is the amount that you're going to consider na yung opportunity loss. So the opportunity loss will be equivalent to the contribution margin per unit of the lost, no, na units, no, parang yung hindi na natin mababenta to the outsiders. So yan. So again, this is your formula using the minimum transfer price. You have here the differential cost per unit plus the loss contribution margin per unit. So that is your transfer price. So ibig sabihin, if na-compute mo na to, meaning hindi hindi mo i-allow or hindi mo ipupush ang transfer if ever yung mapag-agrihan or um, yung presyo na gusto ng buying unit, no, is lower than the transfer price. Kasi nga ito na yung minimum, no? Ito yung pinaka gamay nga transfer price nga pwede nimong mahatag. Kasi if lesser than that, then the responsibility center, the seller, no, the selling na responsibility center, malugi na pod siya. Dili niya ma-hit iya ang target. Okay? So I'll have another problems, no, more para aning minimum transfer price because because this is the method actually na in-include sa exams natin. Pero of course, before mag-proceed to the problem, let me just discuss, no, the other pricing or transfer pricing methods. So, meron din tayong market-based na transfer price na. So, here, the price that you're going to set is equivalent, no, to the price na um, kung magkano yung benta mo, no, sa outside market, yun lang yung iyong si-set also as a transfer price. So actually, this is the best transfer price, no, kasi nga it will maximize the profits of the company as a whole, provided of course that a competitive market exists and divisions are independent of each other. Kasi pag hindi naman, so parang ano, um, income nga sa isang department pero baka lugi 'no yung, buying department kasi mataas yung cost na mai-incur niya. Another is the cost-based na pricing. So this will be based either on the variable cost or the full cost of the product 'no. So, example 'no, with example ng cost-based na pricing is, magbase ka sa variable cost 'no, variable cost transfer price. So, this is only based on the variable or again, yung tinatawag natin na differential cost. But when fixed costs increase because of the transfer of goods between segments, then there are differential costs and therefore, or they are differential costs and therefore should be included in the transfer price. No? So in short, pag sinabing variable cost transfer price, generally, gamit natin or ang ating transfer price is set no equivalent to your variable or differential cost. However, if nalampas na doon sa tinatawag na relevant range, no? And there's a need for you to add fixed cost so that hindi na siya magiging fixed, no? Kasi nga may madadagdag na siya. So yung dagdag will be considered na differential cost and therefore dapat i-include na siya in the transfer price. Another method of setting up the transfer price no, under the cost-based pricing is the full cost transfer price. So here, pag sinabing full cost, para siyang ano class, no? Um, Absorption. It will consider not only the variable but as well as the fixed na mga manufacturing cost. Plus, meron pa, no? Portion of the marketing and administrative cost. Another is full absorption cost based na transfer price. So dito, only manufacturing cost, no? The variable and the fixed should be included in determining the transfer price. So, dito sa letter B, meron kang portion na in-include, no? Itong portion ng marketing and admin cost. However, under full absorption cost, you'll only consider manufacturing cost. Meaning that will be direct materials, in direct labor, your factory overhead, which could be fixed or variable. Then letter D, we have the cost plus transfer. So this method generally apply a normal markup to cost as a substitute to for market prices when intermediate market prices are not available. So mag-ano ka na lang, no, mag-set ka ng certain markup rate no based on the cost of your product. So the last one is the negotiated transfer price. No? So managers are permitted to negotiate the price for internally transferred goods no? And services. So lari magsabot-sabot. So the negotiated price is an attempt to simulate an arm's length transaction between the supplying and the buying segment. So yan, magsabot ra sila kung pila ang transfer price. No? So it's a negotiation, it's an agreement between the buying and the supplying segments. Okay? So next would be the standard cost, no? So what's the role of standard cost in transfer pricing? So when the firm uses a standard cost accounting system, so it is advisable to use standard cost instead of the actual cost in determination of the transfer prices. So bakit? This is to avoid passing on that to the another division, the inefficiency or efficiencies no, of the certain division, yung selling division. So, as much as possible, we want to use standard cost na lang, no, in determining the transfer prices para hindi natin i-consider yung inefficiencies or efficiencies, no? Kasi baka, kaya masyadong mahal is because may mga inefficiency na yung mga unfavorable na variance na na-incur ang selling division or baka naman credit sa kanila kung bakit, um, mura lang 'no yung kanilang, pagkabenta. So, katunga efficiency will be forwarded 'no, parang ma-experience din ng another division which will of course, cloud 'no, parang mata-tarnish or, parang na hindi mo na ma-determine kung ano ba talaga yung performance ng, buying department. Baka kaya sila, performing well because of the effects ng efficiencies which were forwarded to that particular division. Or kung inefficiency man baka 'no, baka sobra ng, um, pangit yung performance ng purchasing division pero yung dahilan lang naman pala it's because, namana lang nila yung inefficiency ng selling division. So yan, so that's why what's acceptable or what is advisable is to use the, standard cost no in setting up your transfer pricing. Okay? So, we have here a sample problem, although this one is very ano siya, very simple siya because all you have to do is perform lang 'no, itong, um, ang objective actually dito is to compute for the transfer price based on, this particular methods 'no. So, yung letter A, ito si Teens Division of Mike's RTW produces teenswear which it sells to the company's sales division. So, cost and production data for the past year are presented below. So, ito yung kanyang um, information. So, una, full cost daw. So, pag full cost, so, lahat ng manufacturing, no, okay. So, you have here, pag full cost, ang sabi, again, pag full cost, lahat ng manufacturing cost, both fixed and variable, plus portion of the marketing and administrative cost. So here, yung competition niya, lahat ng direct materials, yung direct labor, of course, no? Yung factory overhead natin na 125,000. And then, portion lang ng ay hala, selling and administrative expenses, which is 150,000. So for a total of 450,000. So you divide that by 5,000, the number of units produced. So yung transfer price na using the full cost is 90 pesos. Letter B is full cost siya, pero plus daw 20% na markup. So using that computation, so meron ka ng full cost na 450,000. So you divide it by 5,000. So meron ka ng 90. Tapos sabi niya magma-markup ka na ng 20% based na sa 90 pesos. So you'll have a total transfer price of 108 pesos. Ito naman full production cost pero plus natin yung 40%. So full production cost, no? So you have direct materials, direct labor, your factory overhead. So yung lahat lang ng mga manufacturing cost, no? So hindi kasama yung mga period cost. So yun lang mga product cost talaga. So you have again 175 and 125. So ito yung total manufacturing cost natin. You divide it by the number of units produced. So 60 pesos per unit, then markup niya, sabi niya based on the production cost 40%, so you have 24 pesos. So the total transfer price will be 84 pesos. Sa letter D, yung ano niya, variable cost daw or yung mga differential cost. So ano lang man yung mga variable cost dito? You have direct materials, you have direct labor, then 40% of 125 and then 10% of 150. So ito yung competitions niya, 100,000, 75,000 for the direct labor. Again, 40% ng factory overhead kasi 60% daw ay fixed. So, yung variable lang. Selling and admin, 10% lang din kasi ito lang yung portion na variable. So, this is your total variable cost. You divide it by the number of units produced. So, ito yung ating transfer price. Okay? Then last is, sabi niya, variable manufacturing cost plus 60%. So, kasi variable lang na manufacturing cost, ibig sabihin, ito lang, direct materials, direct labor, factory overhead na variable, no? So, hindi nakasama yung selling and admin kasi nga period cost naman yun. So, ito yung ating total na manufacturing, variable na manufacturing cost. So, we divide it by 5,000. So, ito yung ating cost per unit. Tapos, markup daw natin ay 60% na based on the variable cost, variable manufacturing cost per unit. So, yung transfer price natin ay 72 pesos, no? So, okay. So, we're done already with the details of the same. So, let me proceed doon sa ating next na problem. So, stop ko muna ito ng share, then I'll share the Excel file. Okay? So, as I've mentioned, ang sa exam na according to Shirley, ano daw, ang in-include niya lang sa exam is katong sa minimum lang na transfer price. And of course, setting also the maximum na transfer price that the company can set, no? As transfer price na sa iyaang outputs. So, dito tayo sa problem number 7. So, paano ba ito isolve, no? So, we have here, Lewis Company, meron siyang two divisions, production and marketing. So, production manufactures designer pants, which it sells to both marketing division and to other retailers, to the latter under the different brand name. So, marketing operates numerous pants stores, no? And it sells both Lewis pants and other brands. So, the following facts also pertain to Lewis Company. So, sales price to retailers if sold by production is 380 per pair. So, yung sa mga sa outsider, no, kung si production ang mamaligya sa outsider, 380 daw per pair. So the variable cost to produce is 190 per pair. The fixed cost incurred, no, is 2 million per month. Take note here, the production is below its operating capacity. So meaning they can still accommodate the orders, no, or the demands of the marketing if um marketing would ask them to, no, to give them because they're still operating with in or below its full capacity. Sales price to customers if sold by marketing. So mas mahal, no, yung selling price ni marketing 500 per pair as compared to the production na 380 lang. So the variable marketing cost is 5% based on the selling price, no. So depende na lang kung sino yung magbebenta, si marketing ba or si production ba. Now, marketing has decided to reduce the sales price of Lewis pants. So, the company's variable manufacturing and marketing costs are differential to this decision. So, sinabi na niya, no, kung ano yung mga cost na will make a difference or relevant, no, or consider differential to the decision of reducing, no, how much should be the transfer price to the production department. Whereas fixed manufacturing and marketing costs are not. So, hindi daw differential, no? Hindi na relevant ang manufacturing tsaka marketing cost. Okay. So, the first question, or yung letter A na question natin, what is the minimum price that can be charged for the pants and still cover differential manufacturing and marketing cost? Okay. So, it's asking for the minimum transfer price. So, we have a formula to compute for the minimum transfer price. That's actually the differential um, cost per unit plus yung contribution margin per unit on outside sales. So, yan. So, yun yung ating formula na pag-compute ng minimum transfer price. Okay. So, yun yung ating formula. So, let's compute pila ang differential cost. As what they've mentioned, differential cost actually are mga variable costs. So, let's identify kung magkano yung variable cost per pair no ni aning Lewis company. So, unsa ba ang mga differential na mga costs? As mentioned here, the variable manufacturing and the marketing costs are differential. So for us to compute the minimum transfer price, so you simply add yung mga variable costs. So that's 190. This is the variable cost the variable manufacturing cost. Tapos i-add natin yung ating variable marketing cost, which is 5% or say 0.05 times your sales price, no, your transfer price. So, yan. So, we can have this formula. The transfer price, ayan. Now, the transfer price is equivalent to 190 plus 0.05 of your target price. No? So, TP here is, of course, your unknown amount na which is your target price. So, pag ganito, you'll have na lang 190. So, this is TP. Ganito na lang siya. 0.05 TP. So, you'll have 190. So, yung TP natin minus 0.05 TP. So, meaning this is 1 TP, no? 1 TP. So, 0.95 TP will be equivalent to 190. So, divide na lang natin ito ng 0.95 according to mathematics. No? So, 0.95 to cancel it out. So, your TP or yung minimum transfer price natin ay 190 divide 0.95. And that will be 200 pesos. Now, wala tayong contribution margin per unit. No? Kasi nga, the company is operating below its full capacity. No, the company is operating below its operating capacity. So meaning they still have room, no? They can still accommodate the orders or production without losing sales outside the organization. Okay, so that's letter A. So, letter B, what is the appropriate transfer price for this decision? So, as mentioned, the appropriate, as what you have computed the minimum na transfer price for this would be 200 pesos. So, that will be sa letter B, The transfer price that correctly informs the marketing manager about the differential cost of manufacturing is 190. So production is operating below capacity, so there is no opportunity cost of transferring it internally or for the internal na transfer. So wala tayong opportunity loss. So for letter B, the answer would just be equivalent to their variable, the variable cost na of 190. So dito 190 na lang, equivalent to the variable cost. Yan, the variable manufacturing cost. Okay, so proceed tayo sa next na problem. So ito problem 8. So for problem 8, si NY, ito naman, this is a problem, no? Still related to transfer pricing, determining the maximum and the minimum acceptable price. So NY Company's electrical division produces a high quality transformer. Sales and cost data on the transformer follow. So you have the sales price per unit on the outside market is 40. Variable cost per unit is 21. Fixed cost per unit based on capacity is 9 pesos. The capacity in units is 60,000. So anyway, companies and motor division that would like to begin purchasing this transformer from electrical division. So the motor division is currently purchasing 10,000 transformers each year from another company at a cost of 38 per transformer. So anyway, company evaluates the divisions, its divisions managers on the basis of divisional profits. So number one, assume that the electrical division is now selling 50,000 transformers each year to outside customers. No? So in short, yung number one, first scenario is actually they are operating below its capacity. Kasi 60,000 man ang kanilang full capacity, pero as of now, they're only selling 50,000 transformers. So there is still vacant, no, or spare na 10,000 units which they can sell to um the other division, no? Yung motor division. So pwede nilang ibenta kay motor division. So letter A daw. So yung question niya, from the standpoint of the electrical division, what is, so electrical division yung nag-produce no nung transformer. So the point of view of the the seller, no, itong si electrical division, what is the lowest acceptable transfer price for transformer sold to the motor division? So it's asking again for the minimum transfer price. So as what we have mentioned again, ito yung formula natin. The minimum transfer price is just equivalent to the differential cost per unit plus the contribution margin of lost units, no? Lost units from outside sales. So in this particular problem or scenario, letter A, since the electrical division is still operating below its capacity. So therefore, wala silang opportunity loss, no, for mga outside sales. So what we are going to consider is yun lang variable cost. Now, differential cost here would be equivalent to your variable cost, which is 21 pesos. So for letter A, our answer would be 21 pesos. No? So yan lang, 21 lang. So just equivalent to the variable cost of 21 pesos. Kasi it's operating naman within, no? Or still within their full capacity of 60,000. So our answer for letter A will be 21 pesos. Again, just equivalent to the variable cost, yung differential cost. Next, letter B question from the standpoint of the motor division. So yung purchaser, no, yung buying segment or division, what is the highest acceptable transfer price for transformers acquired from the electrical division? So ito namang maximum na acceptable price. If you can see here, according to the problem, itong si motor division can actually purchase, no, from another company, which is outside, no, outside their pod na company. So a third, another company other than, of course, within the organization. So they can purchase the transformer at 38 per unit. So therefore, ito na yung maximum natin na acceptable price, no? 38 pesos. So kung magkano ang presyo na pwede niyang mabili, no, from the outsider, yung transformer, yun yung maximum acceptable price niya. Kasi di ba, it will not matter naman, but it will be better if they can get or they can purchase the transformer at an amount lower than 38. Basta 38 is their maximum acceptable price na kasi it will just be equivalent to the price na outside or if they're going to purchase it outside the company. Okay, next, letter C. If left free to negotiate without interference, would you expect the division managers to voluntarily agree to transfer 10,000 transformers from the electrical division to the motor division? Why or why not? Not. No? So the answer here will be yes, no? So they can just transfer, pwede nilang i-transfer, they can just agree, no, to pursue the transfer, no, pursue the transfer of transformers from electrical to motor division, because for one, motor or si electrical division is operating below, no, its capacity. So there is no opportunity loss, no, for or from outside sales. Now, another reason why they need to pursue is because the minimum transfer price, no, that electrical can set is 21 pesos, which is below the price if motor division will purchase it from outside supplier at 38 pesos. So, yun yung mga reasons na why they can pursue the if you're going to consider, no, division wise or responsibility center wise, pursuing the transfer or pursuing the sale, no, from electrical to motor is a nice or a good move because it could benefit both the electrical division and the motor division. So yun, yung parang beneficial for both of the responsibility centers. Okay? So letter D, from the standpoint of the entire company, no, should the transfer take place? Why or why not? No? So are we going to, kung hindi natin isa-isahin, no, yung benefit na makukuha from each of the responsibility center, okay ra ba nga ato ang i-push ang transfer if you're going to consider not only each division but the company as a whole. So at the standpoint of the entire company, no, the transfer should take place, no? So yes, pursue the transfer. So bakit natin i-pursue yung transfer? Because the cost of the transformers transferred is only 21, and then the company saves 38, no, na cost of the transformers purchased from the outside supplier. So in short, parang meron kang um no savings pa, no, 21 versus 38. So meron kang savings, or the company as a whole makaka-save ng magkano yan? 38 minus 21. So meron siyang savings pa na 17 pesos per unit. So it will be beneficial, no? It will do good to the company as a whole if they're going to pursue their this particular transfer. Okay? Sige. So let's proceed now to the second, no? Ito namang pangalawa. What if, no? Assume that the electrical division is now selling, take note, all of the transformers it can produce to outside customers. So, unlike kanina sa first na requirement, they are only selling 50,000 transformers. In short, they are not operating at their full capacity. So, they can still accommodate the purchases of motor division at 10,000, no? Without losing something, no? Or without incurring opportunity costs. Now, ito sa second naman, what if daw they are going to sell all na the transformers to the outsider? So, unsa man ang decision, no? Ipadayon pa ba gihapon nato ang atoang transfer? Pila pod ang minimum transfer price, okay? So, first na question, pila daw ang minimum, letter A. How much is or from the standpoint of electrical division, what is the lowest acceptable transfer price or the minimum transfer price, no, for transformers sold to the motor division? So, dito, you have to consider not only, no, hindi lang ang differential cost, which is yung 21 pesos, dapat idagdag natin yung contribution margin per unit, no, on outside sales. So if you can see here, pila di ay ang contribution margin sa outside nga sale. They can sell it sa outside market at 40, and then the variable cost is 21. So ibig sabihin, merong contribution margin, no, na mawawala si electrical division na 19 pesos. So you have to add it here, no, yung contribution margin. So pila ang minimum na transfer price? The minimum transfer price will be 21 plus 19. So that will be 40, no, 40 pesos. So this will be your minimum transfer price because nga meron nang magiging opportunity lost si electrical company because hindi niya maka-cater, no, yung hindi niya maka-cater ang outside na mga customers niya. Sige. So, yan. Letter B. What about letter B? From this standpoint naman of motor division, what's the highest acceptable transfer price for transformers acquired from electrical division? So, ito naman, maximum naman, no? Pila man ang maximum acceptable transfer price. So, still, the answer here would be 38 pesos kasi that's the amount, no, that's the amount that they can purchase no the transformer from the outsider. So equivalent lang muna na yung pinakamahal na dapat nga transfer price ni electrical division. Muna na siya yung pinakamahal no or pinaka ma-accept or madawat ra ni motor division nga transfer price nga i-charge sa iya ni electrical division. Then letter C, if left free to negotiate without interference, would you expect the division managers to voluntarily agree to transfer 10,000 transformers from electrical division to the motor division? Why or why not? Why not? Na? So, most probably, isa-isahin natin. No? Sa standpoint ni electrical company, so sa electrical company, gusto niya i-transfer niya yung transformer at 40 pesos, no? Pero si um, motor division will only accept if it will be lower than 2 pesos, which is 38. So in this case, no, the idea of transferring, no, the idea of internal transfer, the idea of buying the transformer from the electrical division, is incompatible. So parang may incompatibility, no? Kasi hindi ma-meet yung objective ng both na divisions. So again, sa electrical division would demand for 40 pesos, pero si motor division can only afford up to 38 pesos kasi they can just purchase it man no, from the outsider at 38 pesos. So better, dito na lang sila mo palit, no? Kay para maka-save pa sila og 2 pesos. So yan. So hindi compatible. So most probably hindi willing si electrical company to bargain it no to 38 pesos. Hindi rin willing si motor division na bumili at 40 pesos kasi nga para sa kanya 38 lang yung maximum na pwede niyang um, i-accept, no? Or yung pwede niyang ma-accept na transfer price. Okay? So, dito sa number 3, the answer would be no, no? Most probably, hindi. Kasi nga, incompatible yung hindi siya swak or hindi siya fitting na sa kung ano yung gusto mangyari ng each of the division managers. Letter D, from the standpoint of the entire company, should a transfer take place? Why or why not? No? So, considering that there is already incompatibility no, sa both divisions, so most probably, in the standpoint of the entire company, wag na lang. Bakit? No? So, instead na instead, like for example, no, if ipo-push talaga na ang transfer price would be 40 pesos. So, parang ang mangyayari is the company will be losing actually 2 pesos per unit. Kasi they can just purchase it man at 38 pesos outside. Na? So, again, for letter D, the answer should be the transfer should not take place because the company would parang mag-give up ng 40 pesos ang electrical division. Si motor division naman makaka-incur ng additional cost no na 2 pesos per unit. So parang merong net loss yung intercompany ng 2 pesos. So better, wag na lang mag-transfer. Wag na lang bumili si motor division from electrical division. Rather, pursue niya lang na bumili siya sa outside niya na supplier. Okay? So, that's it, no? This is the end of our topics, no, for ACC 213. So, I hope you learned something from this discussion. Good luck in your final exams class. Bye!